Hi there, welcome to Buff Birds. Let's learn how to plank.
Buff Birds.
The plank is a foundational core exercise that has applications to every other movement. So let's get to it.
Starting on the ground, extend your legs behind you, keeping your hips at shoulder level and your arms fully extended with your wrists below your elbow, elbow under shoulder. You want to make sure that the joints in your arms are stacked on top of each other. To protect your back and to get the most out of the exercise, make sure to brace your core and don't forget to breathe. Breathe, 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 breathe. Common mistakes with the plank are shifting the weight back and bringing the hips up. We always want to make sure that we are keeping our body weight forward. On the other hand, we don't want our hips to dip below our shoulders and put excess pressure on our lumbar spine, on our lower back. If in the high plank position you find that it's putting too much pressure onto your wrists, you can always squeeze your fingertips into the ground, placing some of the pressure over there. You can also rotate your wrists out to the side just a few degrees. That'll also help take some of the pressure off of your wrists. If the discomfort on your wrist is still too great, you can also go into a low plank position onto your forearms. Just still make sure that your hips are at shoulder level and you're bracing that core. A common regression for the high plank is a half plank position, meaning you're doing the plank from your knees. Now here, the hips will be a little bit lower than the shoulders here, so you're aiming for just a slight decline down to the hips from the shoulders and then decline from the hips down to the knees. Another way to approach plank, if it still feels challenging on the ground, is to do plank from a suspension trainer like a TRX or against the wall. What you're going to do is start at a high angle, make sure that it is comfortable for you, and as you feel more comfortable with it, you can lower your body down to the ground. While doing plank, if you feel like you're in an unstable position, you can always widen the feet. That'll just give you a little bit of extra stability. And then as you feel more comfortable with it, you can always bring your feet back in closer together. That'll make the exercise more challenging. After you feel like you've mastered the plank and you can hold it for about 60 seconds, I would suggest progressing this exercise and making it more challenging by doing a few other plank variations, such as shoulder taps, renegade row, and kettlebell plank drag. Ooh-wee, that looks like fun.
If you have more questions about the plank or you're interested in personal training, head to buffbirds.com. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and remember, do what you can do today. Hi there, welcome to Buff Birds. Today we're gonna learn how to plank.